Hello, and welcome back to Spirit of Self 747 Realty. We are actually going to be doing a really great reading today, and it's going to be about what your indigenous, your Indian spirit guides are trying to tell you. We're going to put you on this side and them on this side and see kind of, are you getting the message clearly? Are you understanding what is being sent to you? What is your Indian guide or guides trying to communicate to you right now? I hope that y'all are having a beautiful and wonderful day today. You have to excuse if I sound a little nasally because I've had allergies out the wazoo. My body's cleaning itself out. So let's get started here. Our Indian guides are come in many different forms, and it could be in the form of animal, any animal that you see that tries to communicate with you. They believe in that spirit can send messages. The easiest form is usually birds, but it can come in any beautiful form. So let's see. Let's see your energy. Let's see here. Let's get your energy going. I'm going to flip these down, and then we'll flip them up as we come ready to get them all laid out, okay? And hopefully you can see this good shuffle. We're looking for the the collective, please, for their energy. The collective and their energy, please. Okay, well, that was a lot. Okay. You have a lot going on here. And that actually needs to go there. So let me feel my way through this, please. Okay, so this is your energy here. Okay. And then let's look at, well, I don't know if you can see that. Let me adjust the camera here. Sorry. Hopefully you can see that better. Now we need the energy of the Indian spirit guides, please. The energy of the Indian spirit guides. I call them Dios. That was actually the original name, D-I-O. And that means this God people. The energy of the spirit, the Indian spirit guide. For the collective, please. What is the message here? And we're also going to be figuring out what, are you getting these messages clearly? Are you, what are they trying to tell you? And are you getting the message with a clear and concise, with no confusion? Because sometimes, we need to be able to decipher and use our discernment, right, on what is actually being told to us. And what I do is I kind of experiment with it, and I ask for 3 confirmations in some form or fashion, and sometimes you just kind of go by faith and do it that way. And that is scary to a lot of y'all. I'm feeling in the pit of my stomach. And maybe a lot of y'all have, your body communicates with you through your senses. And maybe it's like right above the navel about action. So let's see if we can get any more cards for what the Indian spirit guides are trying to tell you. Indian spirit guides trying to tell you. Okay. Any more, please? Any more? Any more messages, please, that you have? Okay. It looks like there's only 4 here. Let's do 3 more shuffles. Sometimes, we ask for a lot. Like, okay, I need more. Okay, so that's it. Okay. When we're trying to connect to a spirit, and when they're trying to connect to us, we seem to want more and more, but sometimes it can be very simplistic, and we can go, with just that. So I'm going to be using these. This is actually an indigenous card deck about a spirit, what kind of spirit, and so we're going to kind of see what type of spirit, and what their message overall is for you when they're working with you. So let's see what type of spirit and energy is trying to, work with you. And this might be that this is what the energy that they're there for with you throughout this lifetime, or in times that you are needing them. Okay. Oh, of course this fell out. Love. This reminds me of a giraffe for some reason. Giraffes are actually really cool. So this is this Indian spirit guide is he is an actual spirit that is, or she, I'm sorry, excuse me, that is about love. They are with you about trying to communicate love to you and what you're supposed to be learning and engulfing in that. So this is really probably very beautiful. Here's another card. Oh, and this is an ancestor that is with you. So it looks like there's two indigenous spirit guides here. One is an ancestor, meaning that they walked this earth, and it's of knowing love. Okay, and this has to do with acting on love. From the very passionate part of your being. I think this is very very important for you to understand. Okay, and then we're going to actually pull in between here. This is my indigenous. These are amazing cards. Linda Childers actually and Amber Fawn put these together. These are beautiful cards, and it teaches you so much about the practices and ways of indigenous people in the United States or North and South America. It's amazing what they come out. Okay, so we already have one card that just basically fell out. And this is going to be the main connection, the main message that they're trying to, that this ancestor and this spirit guide is trying to convey to you. Good gosh, if I could talk. Okay, this is beautiful. Let's see if we can get. And that, basically, this is going to tell us how you're perceiving this message too. Are you getting it? Is it coming to you the way that it should be? I mean, Spirit is usually pretty good about that, but sometimes, okay, they're just saying that's all we need is 3, okay? Okay, the bottom of this deck, it says truth as protection, okay? This is the number 12, so that might be significant to some of you. And the arrow, which is about action. So this is about knowing when to act on love and when not to. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Let's just kind of dive in here. I'm not sure if you can see all this, and I do apologize, but I will read these cards and show them to you, okay? So the first card that's come out is the Daughter of Water. And basically this depicts the Page of Cups. And you can kind of see, this is about the emotional state. So your energy is saying, okay, it's like you're trying to have all these emotions at one time, and you're not knowing. It's like you're giving up. You're just like, screw all these emotions. And yeah, well, and here's the Sun of Water right underneath it. Which is considered the Knight of Cups. So you see how this woman is pouring out her water out of the cup, the emotions, and this guy is trying to it looks like he's about to bring it in, consume the emotion. So this basically, I think this is significant, is the time here, is that you're getting by the crescent moon, or it might even be the eclipse that's coming on the 30th of November, and then the full moon here, which is obviously also on the 30th. This is very significant. So your energy is trying to release some kind of emotions, or you're giving up on some kind of emotion, and you're wanting something else to come in. The next two cards that it basically come out is the Ace of Earth and the Two of Air, which is inner peace. So this is about making a decision to be abundant. Okay, you've been waiting for this to come in, and this might relate to the love of self, knowing. It's hard when we don't know, and we're just kind of up in the air about what's happening in our love life, with our relationships, work. It doesn't matter. The Nine of Water is joy. So do you see how she's got all these accumulations of all these pretty stable emotions? So this is the Nine of Cups in the regular tarot, and she's bathing in that. She's like, okay, I've gotten to a certain part in my emotional stability and well-being. And then you have 10 of Water, fulfillment. Jesus, this is really good energy that you have, or that you're wanting to have, is what it seems like. And do you see the 9 of Water, and then it goes to the 10 of Water? And so she's like, okay, I got everything, all of that I've accumulated, the satisfaction, emotional stability, and now I'm ready to carry it to a completely another level. I want to be fulfilled. She wants to be able to look back and see. Do you see this little heart? This is about your heart space. This is beautiful. Okay? So this is what you're wanting, what you're waiting for, and you're beginning to kind of feel it here. Now let's see what's happening in the space of your Indian guides. So the first two set of cards that have come out are the Three of Water, that's fullness. Four of Air is contemplation. So it looks like there's messages coming in from this ancestor that is saying, okay, there's plenty enough for you to have abundance and grow, and they're trying to tell you to use your discernment, when basically looking at things. And I love that there's 4 feathers here. So this is, about, 4 different kinds of messages that are coming in, that are, basically 4 areas of life. So are you happy and fulfilled biologically, socially, psychologically, and spiritually? Are you fulfilled? They're trying to teach you that. They're trying to send a message saying, these are the questions you need to ask yourself. Are you fulfilled in these areas? And if not, whichever one that's falling short, which is going to be, I think it's the emotional, psychological body is what I think. This is what this is what I'm feeling from this. It's like, you're needing more emotional and spiritual stability in order to maintain what you're wanting here, or getting to what you're wanting, and that there is plenty to fulfill you, and Spirit is trying to tell you that. So Spirit is saying this, ancestor, the knowing piece, is that they're trying to tell you that one, it is going to happen by the full moon, on the 30th of November, or whenever the next full moon is to you, if you're watching this at a different time, that you need to really understand your psychological perception of what fulfillment is, and you only can do that through emotion. Spirit, your emotions are your compass to where you go. And so you have to really master your emotional state of well-being, and Spirit is trying to communicate that to you. This ancestor is. They've learned how to master that, and they're trying to give that to you. Now, the Spirit here, what their energy is a spiritual warrior, okay? and the Ten of Air, the negative thinking. So their energy, so this is vultures, and most people think that vultures are negative or whatever, but they're actually amazing. They're able to endure all of disease and death or whatever. There are a wonderful cleanup system of the earth. And, these vultures can eat anything, any disease or whatever, and their immune system is so strong that it doesn't affect them. Okay? And this is what is being said to you, that you have this type of spirit within you. You have what it takes to be able to cleanse yourself. Okay? And, this negative thinking card here, so this is like the Ten of Swords. This is a lot of emotional, mental pain that you're going through. But you see here that underneath all of who you are very strong, just like this depiction of this, it looks like this is a buffalo of some sort, which would be very common. And here is the eagle or hawk in the background. And, this Indian's coming back from like a war of some sort, okay? And so this is very important. This is what this spirit guide of love is trying to tell you, is that you have the strength to be able to do and fulfill your self-happiness, but you need to get with your emotional and spiritual well-being. So now we have these two cards here, and then this third one. So this is basically confirmation of what is trying to be said to you and how you're perceiving it. So you're perceiving this message that you're getting from spirit, as purification. Okay, this is a sweat lodge. So sweat lodges in indigenous culture was that they would build this kind of like this teepee, and they would have one small room, and door, and you couldn't walk through it standing up. You had to get on your knees and go through it, and that was a sign of being surrendering to whatever that is ailing you. And the sweat lodge is about basically detoxifying. Okay, so this is about detoxifying your emotions. However you do that, self-care is going to be very important. And then here is decisions. So they're trying to help you make a decision about love and how to balance whatever this knowing of love is. It could be the love of career, the love of a child, a partner. I mean, this could be anything. But you have a counsel here, okay, that is trying to tell you to get in here and detoxify, so these messages will come to you clearly, okay, through all kinds of means. They'll come and check yourself in 4 different forms. Your biological, that's the smell it, taste it, touch it. Your social, how everybody is perceiving this, how you think that people are perceiving your decision, and your internal dialogue that you give yourself. How are you perceiving yourself in this situation, okay? And then the 4th is spirit. How does spirit actually communicate love? And it's different for everybody. And then the thing that is basically hindering you the most in receiving these messages clearly is your roots of giving, okay? So are you giving yourself the clarity? Are you being able to ask and intend? I feel like you're feeling extremely lost in knowing your direction when it comes to love, and your perception, just like these vultures here. We perceive them as a negative. I never have. The vulture is a very amazing animal, and it reminds me of being protected. And so you need to protect yourself from that negative thought process that you're having, okay? I'm going to actually pull some... these are plant cards. They're so amazing. There's a root, tree, and then plants, okay? And let's see what spirit your Indian guides are actually wanting you to take away most from this reading. So you have it. This also is about breath. Okay. I don't know if y'all can, sit and concentrate for just 3 minutes a day, and imagine yourself on the beach and the ocean, and you know how the waves will come in and then go out. So the tide will come in and go out. So what can help you is that when you imagine yourself sitting on the ocean or the beach, and imagine when you breathe in, imagine the tide coming in, and then breathe out as you're imagining the tide going back out. And I think that will help you, ground yourself. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, you're having this is really, this Giving Roots card is really, it's like you feel like you're all up in the air. Like your emotions are changing. Like the seasons, like in one day or something. About what you're wanting to do. The tree, we don't ever question what a tree does, do we? So we know that the tree is going to form leaves, and it knows exactly when it's time to basically change colors and the leaves are going to fall. We don't question that. We just know that that's what it does. And so this is telling me that the spirit, your Indian spiritual guides and ancestor, are trying to tell you, allow the seasons, allow your emotional seasons to unfold naturally. And if in the morning you're feeling great and wonderful and you have, this plan, and then by midday you're just like, you've shifted in your emotion, that's okay. You just have to be able to know and recognize that. And I know I preach that all the time, but it's so important. And so how you're perceiving your emotional roller coaster, right? But you're wanting more consistency. But if you're able to kind of let go, just like these cards right here, says let go, okay, of whatever emotion you're having it, okay, great. And then you can receive a new one. It's okay to do that. That's completely natural, okay? Completely natural for you to do that. But no, that's how you get to know yourself. That's the spirit of self. This is what this channel is all about, is knowing yourself. And when we know ourselves, then we are able to use that as a compass to get to where we want to go. This is, our emotions are our compass. Let's see what fell out here. Pine. It's a tree. Awakening. So this is saying that you are awakening to this spiritual guidance. This is happening for you. This is beautiful. Let's see if we can get another card. So you are awakening. It's starting to really click for you. This knowing of love. Okay, here we go. This is a root. Okay, and it goes back to these giving roots about the darkness. Okay, and just like this perception of the vulture, your perception of negative emotions coming from your root chakra, your root system, is starting to awaken. You're starting to see both your knowing of love is also both dark and light. That's very important for you to know. I mean, that's beautiful. I want to... What a beautiful reading. Yeah, I'm going to pull one card from this is actually the Shamanistic Healing Oracle. Okay, so I'm going to pull one card from here and then one from the Shaman, another Shaman deck that I have. See if we can get some advice for you. Okay, so here's your advice. I really love that you're awakening. The pine tree goes really, really tall. Okay. Oh, this is new beginnings. Okay. So new beginnings are starting to happen. You're starting to awaken to this new perception of yourself. And this is what your guides are trying to tell you, is that you're developing. There's new beginnings happening for you. Peaceful beginnings. Yeah, this is about struggling from your ancient wisdom. Okay, Spirit, this is really trying to come in and tell you that you are starting to have this two-sided spiritual awakening. Meaning, you need to know what your dark, what you consider dark energy or emotions, and how you're perceiving them, and also what you perceive the light to be, your lighter energy, okay? That's what you're awakening to right now. Whoever this is for, this is a beautiful outcome for you. That's what's your Indian spirit. Good Lord. Oh my gosh, all those just flipped out. That was insane. Should we take them all? Let's just do it. Okay, yeah, this is about celebrating the struggle. So this is about creativity, fire, the passion. You're transforming. Again, you have another 7 here, which is amazing to me, because 7 is very spiritual. Unconditional love. When you're able to see the light and dark of who you are, you're able to unconditionally love yourself, okay? That's number 33. This is the diamond. So seeing clearly. And then here's transformation. So this is sheen obsidian, which basically is a very strong protective stone. And this is the snake, the transformation of becoming your snakes shed their skin. So you're trying to do that. You're trying to balance your emotional body, and you're trying to visualize yourself the best possible way that you can. And then you have I am present. So it's very important. You see this here, in order to open your communication better to your spirit guides is through basically channeling. That breathing exercise I told you about, the ocean, would really work for you tremendously well. But you also see that the cosmos are here. This is a door opening up. And here is a chakra system, if you can see that, okay? And this stone that can maybe help you is the celestialite. It's a very, it helps you, make yourself present at all times. When you do that, then you're able to basically transform anything. You can reshape anything, any of your perceptions, if you're in the present moment, not in the future or the past, but the present. And how you do that is through your breath. Imagine like you're on an ocean, and when you breathe in, the tide comes in. When you breathe out, and do that for about a week. It's amazing what that will be like for you, and that brings out your inner wisdom. This Mother Gaia. This is balance. This is 17, and in numerology, 1 plus 7 is 8. Okay, so you're trying to birth something new within yourself, and this will happen. And Mother Earth will help you with that. If you just look at nature, okay, just like I was telling you about the tree, and if you treat yourself like you perceive a tree or any kind of natural element, if you can reflect that back within yourself, it's amazing, the transformation. Yeah, and this is how you're going to heal from whatever. This is the shaman, the healer, okay? This is beautiful. This is the transformation that you will have. And I think that is just amazing. I do want to pull an affirmation card, and then we will finish this up. Thank you so much for joining me in this reading. The energy is very amazing. So if you're wanting a personal reading, you can definitely email me below in the description box. It is Spirit of Self 747 at Gmail. And let's see if we can get some affirmation. These are little awesome angel cards. I am curious, so please comment, subscribe, or comment below so I know if this, actually resonated with you. There's so much education that your spirit guides are trying to, this indigenous spirit guides are trying to communicate, that you need to educate yourself on self, and how you do that is through nature. Okay, so here you got the unfolding angels, the number 6 again, which is a number of love, community. That's two spirits, two energies coming together, and you can kind of see There's a lot of stuff going on in this card. There's growth everywhere. But this is speaking directly, Mother Earth, Gaia. And it says, throughout our lives, we go through conflict and transformation, learning to cope with these life conditions, which helps us grow stronger. The unfolding angel represents the freeing of the potential that is trapped within us all. Okay, again, here's a part of your energy. Let it go. Let whatever this emotion go. And you only can do that by accepting that you're feeling it. Now your affirmation, it says, do not hide your light under a bushel. There you go. Let's get one more card. This means that you need to be able to recognize what your emotion is. Do not hide from it. Okay, sorry. We have Angel of New Creation. Okay, I love this harp. Maybe you need to listen to some harp. Something, you need to go and Google anything on YouTube and you can get harp music. This is about a transformation. Let's see what it says. Around us is Mother Nature. All around us, Mother Nature is vibrating her sound of music. From the breeze in the trees to the running of the river, even in the stillness of the garden, we can find that quiet within ourselves, tuning into the creation that is all around us. Your affirmation is to find the peace that lies within. Okay, this is confirmation that you need to do, like what I said, imagine yourself on the ocean, beachfront, and this is how you're going to find the inner peace. This is your confirmation. Look to Mother Nature to find. And not looking at Mother Nature like, oh, I'm going to go outside. That also obviously helps you get grounded. But the way that we do not question nature, okay? We don't question it. So reflect that back to yourself, okay? I hope that this reading was helpful and that it resonated with you and it brought you some kind of hope, okay? To your inner wisdom, your unconditional love, okay? Thank you again, and I love to love you. Talk to you soon.